Have you ever witnessed something so universally beautiful, so instantly recognizable, that it feels like a shared secret of the planet? A symbol of hope, a promise of calm after the storm, a bridge between myth and science. It's one of nature's most breathtaking magic tricks, painted across the sky with light and water. We all know its name, the rainbow. But what if everything you think you know about it is a brilliant illusion? What if the number of colors is a centuries-old scientific controversy, sparked by one of history's greatest minds? And what if I told you that the rainbow you see is just a pale, limited version of a cosmic light show happening right in front of your eyes, a show that other creatures see in full, psychedelic glory? Welcome to a journey where physics meets philosophy and where a simple arc of color holds secrets that will change how you see the world. I'm Jason, and you're watching To Any Question. If you're ready to have your perspective fundamentally shifted, make sure you're subscribed, give this video a like, and share it with someone who loves a good mystery. Because today we're not just looking at rainbows, we're looking through them. Let's set the scene. You're outside after a heavy rain. The sun breaks through, and there it is, that majestic band of color arcing across the gloom. It feels solid enough to touch, like a pathway to another world. But here's the first mind-bending truth. Rainbows aren't things. You can't touch them, find their end, or walk under them. They are a personal, optical illusion, a ghost image created by sunlight interacting with millions of distant raindrops. Your rainbow is uniquely yours. The person standing next to you sees a slightly different one, formed by a different set of droplets. So, how does this phantom masterpiece form? It starts with sunlight, which seems white to our eyes, but is, in reality, a cocktail of every color of light combined. When a beam of this white light streaks into a spherical raindrop, it doesn't just pass through. It slows down, bends, refracts, bounces off the inside back wall of the droplet, reflects, and bends again as it exits. This process, called refraction, is the key. As the light bends, it spreads out, or disperses, because each color within it has a slightly different wavelength. Violet light, with a short, energetic wavelength, bends the most. Red light, with a long, lazy wavelength, bends the least. The raindrop acts like a microscopic prism, sorting white light into a flawless spectrum. And about that shape, a rainbow is not an arc. It's a full, perfect circle. The ground simply gets in the way. If you've ever been lucky enough to see a rainbow from an airplane window, you might have witnessed the glorious complete halo, a circle of color surrounding the shadow of your plane. It's a reminder that what we typically see is just a fragment of the whole story. Now, let's tackle the elephant in the room. Why 7 colors? Roy Graham's BIV is drilled into our heads. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But here's the shocking part. Physics doesn't decree a number. The spectrum of light is a smooth, continuous gradient, a million shades blending seamlessly from one to the next. The decision to box it into 7 neat packages was a profoundly human one, made by none other than Sir Isaac Newton. In his seminal prism experiments, Newton initially identified 5 primary colors: red, yellow, green, blue, and violet. But Newton was a man who saw patterns connecting all of nature. He believed in the harmony of the cosmos, and he was deeply influenced by the 7 notes of the musical scale. To him, 7 was a perfect, mystical number. Think, 7 days of the week, 7 known planets at the time. So, he added 2 colors, orange between red and yellow, and indigo, a deep blue-purple between blue and violet. Just like that, the 7-color rainbow was born. Did Newton genuinely see a distinct indigo? Or was he forcing nature to conform to a beautiful theory? Historians of science still debate it. The truth is, many cultures have never seen 7. In traditional Japanese color vocabulary, for instance, the rainbow is often described with 5 colors. So, the number is not a law of nature, but a lesson in how human perception, culture, and even one genius's sense of aesthetic order can shape our reality. This leads to an even wilder question. What are we missing? Our human eyes are limited. We only see the so-called visible spectrum. But beyond the red end lies infrared, heat radiation. Beyond the violet end lies ultraviolet, the light that makes black lights glow and that many insects and birds can see. If you were a bee surveying a field of flowers, you would see a rainbow radically different from ours, streaked with patterns of ultraviolet dyes invisible to us. If you were a mantis shrimp, with perhaps the most complex eyes on the planet, capable of perceiving up to 16 types of color receptors, that rainbow would be a staggering, hyperdimensional explosion of hues we cannot even imagine. Our classic rainbow is just the edited, PG-rated version. Let's solidify the physics. The colors are always in the same order because the degree of bending is determined by wavelength, a fixed property of light. Red, longest wavelength, least bend, always lands on the outer part of the bow. Violet, shortest wavelength, most bend is always on the inner edge. This is non-negotiable physics. Why are some rainbows so vivid and others faint? It depends on the size and uniformity of the raindrops. Large, uniform droplets create intense, well-defined bands. Small, mist-like droplets produce a paler, washed-out bow. And what about the legendary double rainbow? That spectacular second, fainter arc above the primary one occurs when light bounces twice inside the raindrop before escaping. This second reflection has a crucial side effect. It reverses the color order. In a double rainbow, the sequence in the outer band is violet to red, a mirror image of the primary bow. And yes, triple and even quadruple rainbows, tertiary and quaternary, are real atmospheric phenomena, though incredibly rare and usually too faint to see with the sun glaring behind you. Let's play with a philosophical question. Would rainbows be less magical if we knew they had only 3 colors or 20? I'd argue their magic lies not in an arbitrary number, but in their origin story, a cosmic coincidence of our star's light, our planet's water, and our species' particular window of perception. They are a happy accident we are privileged to witness. So, what is a rainbow? It is a scientific marvel, the precise refraction and reflection of sunlight in water. It is a historical artifact, shaped by Newton's search for cosmic harmony. It is a humbling reminder that our view of reality is limited and that other creatures share our world but see it in utterly different, spectacular ways. The next time you're graced by that arc in the sky, you'll see more than just colors. You'll see a story of light's journey, a footnote in the history of science, and a glimpse into the infinite variety of perception. It's a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful truths are found not in solid things, but in ethereal, fleeting illusions. What do you think? If you could redesign the rainbow, how many colors would you choose? Do you think other animals appreciate its beauty, or is it just a signal for water? Let's get a fascinating discussion going in the comments below. If this journey from myth to physics lit up your curiosity, then you're exactly where you belong. Subscribe to Any Question and hit that notification bell. We dive deep into the everyday mysteries that make our universe weird and wonderful. Like this video if you learned something new, and share it to spread a little wonder. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason. Until next time, Keep asking questions.